and welcome back. Thank you for sticking around, my friends. Thank you for allowing me a little break there. And let's jump in. This is Pikmin 2 on the GameCube. I'm using a Wii to play it, though, because it's just more convenient. So it's been more than a week since we've played this, unfortunately. I'm really happy to be getting back to it. Gonna start off a little bit rough. We do have a little bit of kind of grinding to do tonight, unfortunately. So, I don't really like to put people through a lot of grinding, but it'll be good to it'll be good in a way because it'll give me a chance to sort of readjust to the game. But here's how we're doing. We got one cave we've never found in the first area, and I think the second area, is 100%. The third area is we got one cave left to do there. I don't really know how to deal with the submerged castle, though. That's why we haven't gone back there yet. And the last area, we haven't done a whole lot at all. So ideally, I'd like to fully complete one cave tonight, whether it be the Hole of Heroes or the Dream Den. I think the Hole of Heroes. I think it'd be nice to do the Hole of Heroes and then to sort of backtrack for these other things and save the Dream Den for last if possible, because look, the Dream Den has 21 treasures. That must be a gargantuan cave. I'm afraid to explore a cave that has 21 treasures big. This doesn't necessarily hold true, but I'm afraid of that because the larger number of treasures to me implies the greater level of complexity in any given cave. But yeah, we've got a couple things to do tonight at the start that are a little bit grindy. We're going to collect some berries. That's be our first mission. We're going to spend probably most of a day just gathering berries, and then we've got to also gather purple Pikmin. We got this treasure right over here, this weight. In order to move it, though, we require 100 purple Pikmin. And they're kind of tough to get, so that's where the grinding comes in. We do have access to a reliable source of purple Pikmin. It's just a matter of looping through that area on several individual trips. That's what makes it kind of unfortunate for us. Okay, let them well, you know what? I don't really trust that they can make it back on their own. I better follow them. I don't know how many enemies may be over here. Oh, looks like none. I was worried about nothing. But now we followed them this far, we might as well just go all the way. I'm most excited about collecting that treasure. So I really want to collect that treasure, not because I necessarily want the treasure. I mean, I do. But the real reason I want it is so that the treasure radar stops beeping every time we walk past there. That's more of a motivation than the treasure itself. if you haven't played this before, the berries are very useful for us because they let us create sprays. And the sprays work in a couple different ways. There's one that just powers up our Pikmin, makes them temporarily really strong and fast. And there's another that we can use to temporarily turn an enemy to stone so that we can avoid having to deal with them. And both of those abilities are very nice to have, so... But in order to get those sprays, we have to harvest a lot of these berries, so it's a little tedious because of that. It takes 10 of one kind of berry to produce a spray, I think. Can't blame you, that beeping sure is something. Yeah, it's so shrill and piercing. Well, these berries should grow back fairly quickly. I guess what they should do and what they will do are not necessarily the same thing, though. Yeah, so you can see our sprays are there on the left. That kind of purple and red icon right over there. We just got a red spray. Wonderful. The red spray are the more valuable of the two for me. Oh, we found some enemies. I forgot these guys were over here. I'm not very good at aiming my Pikmin. No, if a berry sits on the ground for too long, it explodes. I didn't know that. That's horrifying. We lost one. I thought we were fine to just let them sit there. Well, you gotta love a game that you can be this far along in and still discover new things, right? Even if they are terrible things. Terrible, terrible things to discover. Are there more enemies over here? Not nearby. Thought maybe we could harvest some more enemies while we waited for the berries, but... no such luck. What are you guys just standing around for over here? I only intend to spend a day harvesting berries. I don't want to, at least, you know, right now, I don't want to I don't want to put us through too much of this grind all at once. We'll harvest berries for today, and then at the end of the day we'll start harvesting some purple Pikmin. And then maybe think about spending one more day on berries a little later, and then try a cave. Okay, I think we'll get maybe one more harvest if we're lucky. Oh, I keep hearing the sounds of our Pikmin delivering the berries that we've harvested, and think that that's the sound of the berries growing back. Come on, grow back. I was almost ready to give up on them. We still haven't gained a single purple spray. I said the purple spray was less valuable to me. I didn't mean it was of no value. Alright, that's it. A successful day's harvesting. This may be too ambitious. Go, go, go. Get those bulborbs home. Alright, everybody's here. Nice. That was actually a really successful day, though, right? We created new Pikmin. We got a whole bunch of berries. We didn't lose anybody, I don't think. Oh no, are there any flowers? There aren't. Yeah, perfect. A really successful day. I mean, we didn't make any money, but there's more to life than money, right? Lately I've been getting a ton of mail from a strange person selling designer items at cut-rate prices. Sounds like a deal. Should I send them your bonus check? Oh no. Alright, so I think we require really only a handful of Pikmin for this grind we're about to go on. Ooh, I kind of want to fight that guy. Maybe we'll fight him a little bit later in the day. I don't think it'll be that hard. Pikmin grinding sounds like such an evil concept, Cow says. Yeah, I guess it doesn't sound especially good, does it? Okay, so all we need to do is rush toward the opening that leads to the next level. And the levels are kind of... where that opening is sort of random on each level. So... some of these will go real quick, and some of them will be a little slow and dangerous. We gotta go down to level 5 in this cave every time. And each trip we make to level 5 gets us 5 purple Pikmin. So we've got to do this. We've got to do this like 10 times. It's just kind of tedious. Like a lot of things in in Nintendo games, unfortunately. I love Nintendo, but quality of life is not one of their specialties. Feel bad for Pikmin sometimes. I wish they would rebel and overthrow their overlords. You know what? I think that sometimes too. Especially when I'm the one put in charge to lead them. Okay, I don't think I actually need to bring my Pikmin over here, though. Yeah. One-eyed, one-horned, 5 purple Pikmin eater. Nicely done, Sparrow. Olimar is a benevolent dictator. The Pikmin sure seem to be awfully fond of Olimar. For reasons that elude me. I like to think the Pikmin are just really friendly and want to help. I'm just thinking, given my track record of leading them into calamity, they have every reason to resent Olimar when I'm in charge. Cool. I forgot that we get spray juice while we're on this grind too. That's nice. Okay, I think that's everybody. Escape to the surface. That's one trip. By that logic, Olimar is a terrible leader and therefore needs as much help as possible from the Pikmin. That he does. Alright, we put away our newly acquired rare Pikmin. And we'll make the trip again. It's just gonna be a little bit of that for a while, my friends. Again, I feel guilty. I don't like to, don't like to put you through a grind, but Nintendo made me do it. Alright, we're gonna go fight this big enemy over here. Oh no! Not this guy. This guy's the worst. Yeah, we're definitely fighting that guy. I don't like that guy at all. He is the worst enemy. Rush Pirate, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Hope you had a good weekend and that Monday has treated you well. And yeah, we're playing Pikmin. We're doing a little bit of grinding here to get back into it. We're trying to collect some of the rarer Pikmin types and fill up our pockets with those useful sprays. And then after we've done that for a while, the Goldenite's hopefully clear one whole cave, but the caves are large and scary now. Okay, this should really go to the yellow Pikmin too. Been a bit stressful. Mom went in the hospital for a while. She's home again though, so yay. I'm glad to hear that she's home. I hope that I mean, if she went to the hospital, it must have been serious, but I hope nothing that was life-threatening, or at least it doesn't continue to be. Hospital trips are always a scary prospect to me. As I imagine they are to most people, but... I'm definitely one of those that tends not to seek medical help until a problem has become very, very severe. So I tend to think my mind goes sort of straight to the worst when I think about hospital visits. Which is not necessarily a way I recommend people to be. I'm just saying that's the way I am. I acknowledge it's probably to my detriment. Welcome in, Master Tuesday. Great to see you. Happy Tuesday. Things are sorted. Yeah. I wouldn't want to press you for details. Especially, none that you don't want to share. Or that aren't yours to share, as it were. I didn't even want to fight this guy. But he annoyed me so much that now I feel obligated to. Go ahead and collect the 4 cents that he's worth. Important thing is that it's a bit better. Right on, indeed. You just reminded me I've hopefully got a new episode of Better Call Saul to watch. Those are on Tuesdays for at least the next few weeks. One of the many benefits of One of the many, many benefits of having a friend named Tuesday. Oh, no worries, Rush Pirate. No worries at all. Love Pikmin. I wanted to pick up 3, and the DS one. Never did. I almost picked up the DS one once, but I haven't picked that one up either. And I haven't picked up 3 yet, but I imagine I will. It's just a matter of, I don't really see a need to pick it up until I'm ready to play it. I don't expect that that's a game that's going to become rare or hard to find anytime soon. I mean, I could be wrong. It could have already reached that point, and I never noticed, but I don't expect that would be the case. Sorry, Pikmin. If you got turned into sprouts, I gotta leave you behind. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of the series now, just from, you know, the 1 and most of 1 games that I've played. I don't know that I'll ever pick up the DS one, but definitely Pikmin 3. Alright. Finally back down here. This trip was a lot more perilous than last time. We'll make some blue Pikmin this time, why not? It's a weird thing, but I have a pretty clear memory of almost buying Pikmin on DS because I remember being at Target once when it was new and seeing it on the shelf, and they had like an amiibo to go with it, and I was like, I could pick up that game and that amiibo together, and that kind of marketing works on me, so they almost got me to impulse buy it. Good. Everyone had some food that needed some? Perfect. Let's get out of here. Now you guys have to do that 8 more times. I really wish I could get more than 5 Pikmin every trip. Okay, don't want to carry around a party larger than what I need. It's kind of silly to keep getting this nectar, I realize, for Pikmin that I'm just going to transform into others, which will make them lose their, you know, flowerediness, but I do it every time because I want them to be able to run fast in case we encounter danger. I don't think we're going to do all of this grinding at once, by the way. I think we're going to make a few more trips, and then we'll go ahead and seek out a cave, and then maybe we'll collect the last of the purple Pikmin after we try and tackle a cave. You know, I'll make a couple more trips through here. Maybe, it said we had 8 left. Maybe we'll do 4, you know, counting this one. And then we'll go see about tackling a cave so that it's broken up a little bit. This is a pretty unlucky cave. He seems to be rather rude, yeah. I mean, I had to walk past a lot of enemies, and anytime the thing is behind a door is unfortunate. Because that means we couldn't just sneak around. It means we have to actually have our Pikmin with us. greatly increasing the opportunities for misadventure. Yake, welcome in. Welcome to Pikmin. We're on a grind right now for some of the rarer Pikmin types. And then we're gonna be attempting to conquer another tremendously difficult and deadly cave. Well, so I said maybe we should split up the grind, but you have to consider this. If we split up the grind, if we split up the grind and tackle the cave in between, that increases the likelihood we lose some of our rare Pikmin and ultimately increase the time we have to spend grinding. So I may actually want to do all the grinding before we head into a cave. I may have to take back what I just said we would do, because if we take a break from grinding Pikmin, and then I lose 20 Pikmin in the next cave, then we've undone half of our grind already. So I hate to do that to us. I really don't want to do that to us, but I think it's probably for the best that we just go ahead and get all these Pikmin now. Never actually played Pikmin, might have to give it a shot. I recommend it. If you're not too picky about playing games in a series, you know, strictly in release order, then you may want to give some thought to which one you're going to play first, because there are definitely some pros and cons to starting with 1 or 2. I tend to favor playing games in release order in general, but I'm not terribly strict about it. Myself. Pikmin 1 is a little less complex overall, but it has a constantly ticking clock that can be extremely oppressive. That clock stresses me out, yeah. I just think about that because a lot of people, I mean, I definitely felt the stress of that clock on my playthrough, but looking back, I kind of like the stress of the clock. I didn't like it at the time, but since we succeeded and got the good ending, my feelings toward it are now rose tinted because of that. Succeeding at a challenge makes me feel a lot more friendly toward that challenge overall. But like, I just feel like since I was playing Majora's Mask recently and for so long, I had so many people tell me that they didn't like Majora's Mask because they found the timer system to be too stressful. This makes me think, well, probably a lot of people have the same problem would have the same problem with Pikmin 1. I actually think it's worse. The clock in Pikmin 1 is way worse than the clock in Majora's Mask. You can turn back time in Majora's Mask. You can't do that in Pikmin. Someday I'll learn to throw Pikmin correctly. And they'll land where they're supposed to. Someday. But that day feels very far off. I can't believe they're making me get 100 purple Pikmin. Now, why not just 50? Why 100? 100 is too many. I was just double checking that it really had to be 100. Wait a minute. It really has to be 100. All right. Just a few more trips. I'm trying to keep spirits high. Slow and steady removes the beeping, they always say. Do they? I mean, even if it weren't for the beeping, a treasure's a treasure. We've got to collect them all. I can't just go leaving treasures uncollected. That's not a very Frownie way to behave. Ooh, it's starting me off trapped behind the door. Oh, I did, Sparrow. Yes, thank you for sharing those with me. I was gonna say, it's I mean, it's quite a handsome collection. It's nice that you got stands for them, and it's nice that you can make a display like that to show them off yourself. Well, 3D printers can be fun when they work. Yeah, I'm a little envious of your 3D printer and your 3D printing skills because yeah, I can think of lots of ways that it could be convenient to be able to make, like, you know, sort of custom stands for different various things. When you collect a lot of nonsense, you want to be able to show it off, right? And I've got a lot of nonsense. Thingiverse. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Oh, the most disgusting thing about this is I have to make 5 more trips because I'm going to be 1 Pikmin short of our goal. If I had one more purple Pikmin, I'd be able to get away with 4 trips, but no, I had to be 1 short. Nintendo, why are you so cruel? Come on, give us a good level 3. Level 3 is really, I mean, aside from the tedium of the menus, which are awfully tedious, level 3 here is the worst part of this grind. Level 5 is kind of tedious too, because we have to actually duplicate the Pikmin down there. And that is tedious, but still, this is the worst part, because we never know where the exit is, and sometimes it's really tough to get to. Stop throwing Pikmin! It's such a bad idea to assign multiple in-game actions to a single button. It's such a bad idea. It's a terrible idea, but my fingers are dumb, so I also appreciate that bad idea. It's not always necessarily bad. It's just bad when when they don't contextualize well. Because it is possible to throw a Pikmin while standing next to a planted Pikmin, it is terribly inconvenient that throwing a Pikmin and plucking a planted Pikmin are the same button. But if you couldn't do one action near the other one, it wouldn't really matter. that time of night, I must leave you to your grinding adventure. All right, cows, thank you for joining us. I feel bad. I feel bad that I couldn't really get to anything more interesting in this game for you, because I know what a big supporter of Pikmin you are. So I'm sorry I kind of let you down there, but thank you for being here with us. I hope that you sleep well. Maybe you'll have dreams of more interesting Pikmin activities. If there's only one button to push, I can't mess up that badly. Fair enough. I mean, Abe's Odyssey was kind of the opposite problem. There wasn't there was kind of some overlap with what the buttons did, but the thing was you could do so many things in that game. That it's basically like I had a different action assigned to each finger on both of my hands, and I just struggled all the time playing that game, trying to remember what action each finger would do. Always nice to just have ambient Pikmin noises. Even if nothing happens, the game is still tons of fun to me. Right on. I'm very happy to hear it. There we go. We're just going to let this one Pikmin tear down this wall for us. How long do you think that would take? I really hope we never have to go on a grind like this again. We're almost there, my friends. I think we have to make 3 more trips. It's so hard to keep count. Three more trips. It should just be 2. Again, I cannot believe I'm 1 Pikmin short. I have way more blue Pikmin than red Pikmin. That is surprising to me. I should probably stop transforming red Pikmin into blue Pikmin for a while. I would have been real sad if it turned out we weren't far enough away from that bomb. I'm determined that we are going to attempt a cave. We are going to attempt a cave after this. I am determined. And I'm just saying that because this is wearing me down. This is wearing me down. I really hope that the terror of exploring a new cave picks me up a little bit. But even if it doesn't, we are gonna... We deserve just to see something other than the inside of this cave before the night is over. We have to make 2 trips to get to the Hole of Heroes. We've discovered it before. I've come across it, so I have a vague idea of where it is, and it's on my map, I guess, so we'll be able to find it pretty easily. But we'll have to make 2 trips there. We'll have to make 1 trip as basically an attack mission, just to clear out all the enemies between there and our base. And then we'll have to do a 2nd trip where we bring a party of Pikmin sort of fit for the adventure. But if we don't clear the enemies out first, we'll lose a lot of Pikmin on our way there and jeopardize the mission before it even begins. We don't want to do that. I really wish this guy wouldn't always hide over here in this corner, because it makes it incredibly frustrating to try and fight him. Because again, the same button does every action. I can't actually toss any Pikmin at him when he's back here, because it just keeps asking me if I want to leave. Two more trips. Hey, thank you for the stretch break boat ladder. You know what? I think I owe someone a stretch break that I never... It was redeemed, and we never did one the other night. I think. But we'll do this one right away. Imagine it's a good idea to put on the big camera for it. This is long overdue. My back feels so tense. I cleared away all of those plushies several weeks ago because I wanted to put that big neon sign up there, and I tried to mount it. Excuse me. But the wall is so uneven, and it's just... I keep forgetting to go get a plank of wood. And every time I come down here, I look up there and I'm like, oh no, I've forgotten to get the plank of wood. I can't put my sign up tonight. I don't know when I'm ever going to remember it and to get that properly installed, but it's going to look really nice down here when I finally do. I've even got a sign. I got a note on my refrigerator. I see it all the time, and yet I just never remember to go out and get a plank of wood. It's just it's so weird how you can forget something that you think about so often. I guess I'd remember if I regularly frequented places where they sold lumber more often, but... Did I lose any Pikmin? I didn't. Nice. I knew I was taking a risk by rushing under those falling rocks. But I thought I could get down to the next level before I lost any Pikmin. And it looks like I succeeded. I think I had 33 before. Well, 22 spicy sprays is a lot of spicy sprays. We've had spicy spray in the double digits before, but to have it so, like, well established into the double digits is really something else. Alright, we only have to make one more trip. It's gonna happen. We can't let Miyamoto beat us. He designed this challenge to wear us down so we'd never accomplish it. But here we go. We're one trip away from having all the Pikmin we've ever needed. I was trying to remember what we played before Super C tonight, and I legitimately had a difficult time recalling Scooby-Doo for a moment there. I don't know if there's something I'm going to need 100 white Pikmin for later on, but at least we've been able to collect them at the same time as the purple ones. Come on, somebody land on him. Let's get everybody powered up. We did it. We did it. Let's go ahead. I'm a little bit worried about the clock, so let's go ahead and wrap up, and we can go get that treasure on a fresh clock. Louie, I sent you some of the preserved bug foods from home. You should share some with your company president. As a kid, bugs loved you so much, always nibbling. That sounds terrifying. I would not appreciate being so appreciated by bugs. It's beautiful. I gotta say, I do love the purple Pikmin, and it is awesome to have a whole set of purple Pikmin. What are you doing, man? Get over here for everybody else. Look at that, they got it. I am not risking those bulborbs putting me back on the grind. I don't want these to come out as seeds. Alright, we're gonna try this again. Stop with the nectar. Oh my goodness. The Pikmin are just the worst sometimes. I need these guys to stay focused on the job. I'm certain you guys could move this faster if you weren't carrying it in such a ridiculous way. I'm trying to stand far away because I don't want to hear the noise of the treasure radar. Doomsday apparatus. I love it. Alright, we got that awful thing. Put everybody away. That took a long time. It took a long time to gather that thing. Even after we had all the Pikmin, just waiting for them to carry it. They moved so very slowly. Alright, so we're going to take this team to clear out the way to the Hole of Heroes. Not exactly sure what the best direction to approach from is. I think it's this way. We'll collect our fallen enemies on the return trip. Well... I didn't know there was this kind of, I didn't know there was this kind of juice inside those things. I would have broken those open a long time ago. Alright, well, we lost one. It's getting late in the day already since those purple guys work so slowly. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and start collecting some of our trophies here, and we'll call this day a wrap pretty soon, I reckon. Yellow are actually more vital to us at the moment. Or we have lower numbers of them anyway. The Hole of Heroes is through there, so we've got a lot more enemies to clear out of the way. If we want to create a path for our team to move through. Everything is taking so much longer tonight than I thought. I don't know if we're going to make it into another cave. I may be wrong. We may not get to do it. Alright, we're going to play out one more day and see if it gives us a trip to the cave. Wow, those were a lot of money. Louis, you've sent absolutely no replies. I'm worried about you. I'd like to come see you, but I'm so old. All I can do is send you preserved bug foods. Alright, we're going to try and make it to the cave today, like I said. But this is, I think, probably the last day we're going to spend in the game tonight. And if there are too many enemies between there and... If there are too many enemies between here and there, then we might not be able to explore the cave like I want to tonight. See, that guy over there on the right has respawned. No. Come on, tear him apart. Alright, you know what? That actually wasn't really bad at all. Yeah, all types. Well, we're gonna make it to the cave. Guess we can take a moment and go over here and fight this guy too, just for the extra Pikmin it will earn us. He's not so bad. Yeah. That was fine. Put together our team and storm the cave. Alright, now weirdly enough, I'm actually just going to put everybody away first. Because I'm kind of hoping that as I pull them back out, it'll prioritize ones that have flowered. So we'll have sort of our strongest and fastest members coming with us. I don't know if it'll do that, but that's the hope. I'm going to bring 15... 10. 20. 20 and 35. That sounds good. Feel good about this. This is a good team. And yeah, it looks like everybody is, everyone's powered up. Cross your fingers, everybody. We're going in. We did make it to the cave. Let's see how this goes. This is the dream den. No, this is not the cave I wanted to go to. Oh no, I wanted to go to the other one. I wanted to go to the Hole of Heroes. No, I've made an error. We see that guy over there. Eyeing up my Pikmin. Clean up some of the trash over here. That jellyfish monster seems kind of scary to deal with. There's more poison over there. Get him! Alright, so far so good. Perfect. We don't necessarily need to fight every enemy. We just need to get every treasure. Disguised delicacy. Oh, I really hope there are not 21 floors to this cave, though. There's no way I'm going through 21 floors. No, I'm losing some. Um, I really wish I hadn't come into this cave. I don't even know what's going on over there. That looks weird. All right. You know what? I have to back out of this game. I don't know how deep this cave is, but it's the last one. Or it's the biggest one. And this was not what I was looking to before we go any deeper into it, this was not what I was looking to get into. I thought this was the smaller cave. And I just can't risk committing us to that I just cannot risk committing us to that cave because I don't know if there are any exits or anything like that along the way. So it's going to be best to back out of there now before it gets to be too late. Oh, I was heading in the wrong direction the whole time. So the Hole of Heroes is the one over there. Yeah, but I have to say, I just don't think I have it in me for tonight, my friends. I think what we're actually going to do is end things in the day here, and we're going to end the stream here, I think. I really don't want to do that, especially since so many of you have been so nice to... You've been so great to come along with me on the grind. Like, I would like to do some more adventuring, but... I'm at the point where I'm worn down, and I'm not gonna enjoy it, and that wouldn't be good. Are you caving in? I am Buddha Fingers. I am Buddha Fingers. I'm sorry. I wanted to explore a cave so badly. But then I went and made just the most boneheaded move. I can't believe I thought for sure that was the one that was the next one because it was closer to our camp. I knew there was another one out there, but I thought that would be I thought that would be the Dream Den since it was further away. Louis, you've sent absolutely no replies. Oh, we got a repeated letter. That's not cool. Did you go left again when you needed to go right? You know what? I did, Buddha Fingers. I did. The Dream Den was on the left-hand side of the map, and that's where I went. The Hole of Heroes was on the right. That's exactly what I did. Oh, thank you so much, my friends. I appreciate you being here for the stream. Of course, it's been great of you to lurk with me, to chat with me. It's been a good time. It's been a good time. The Scooby-Doo game is pretty terrible, but not intolerably so. We'll play more Scooby-Doo tomorrow night at the start of the stream. We should be starting up again around 10 or 10:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to try and skew earlier on most nights, but I don't know that I'm going to hit it every night. So keep an eye on the Discord, and I'll let you know about 30 minutes to an hour out, when we're about to get started. But around 10:30 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. Scooby-Doo at the first part of the stream, Chrysalis for the second half of the stream, and maybe a couple runs through Super C, depending on how those two games are going. We will play Pikmin again on Wednesday night. It'll be the second half of the stream on Wednesday night if you want to join me for a real adventure, for real and truly into a cave. That's gonna happen on Wednesday night. But yeah, I've really enjoyed your company, my friends. So those are the things that are coming up. If you want to consider joining us for one of those, I would love to have you around. Thanks, Frownie. Thank you for being here, Boat Ladder. Thank you very much. We're gonna head out on a raid. There's a bunch of people streaming right now. What is this game? All right, I'm going to push us in the direction of NX. NX joins us sometimes here in the chat, and I don't get to see their streams very often at all. They're doing a Metroid, a Super Metroid, and a Link to the Past randomizer, I think. They've got a very, very weird character sprite, at least for the Metroid portion here. I've never seen the combined randomizer. So we'll head over and check some of that. Check some of that out if you'd come along with me. SMZ3 is huge. I believe it. I believe it. Both of those games are gigantic by themselves. So yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the combined randomizer. I've just heard about it. But we'll head off in this direction. So one last time, thank you for being here with me, my friends. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. But for now, let's go on an adventure.